Good morning, students. Today in the zoology class of class 10, we'll discuss about the environment chapter. That is the session 3. I think this is the last topic from environmental chapter due to the concise syllabus of pandemic situations. So you may see there the last in session 3 zoology part. Last session is the what? About the food chain, food web and ecological pyramid. Up to date in your syllabus. In anything less, then again you WhatsApp me, again I will do. But up to here, I think in your syllabus present, you see the syllabus. So what happened? What is the topic today? What is food chain, what is food web and what is ecological pyramid? In session 3, what is chapter? Environmental, chapter 15. So you know, in an ecosystem, previous class you see what is ecosystem, you know now what is ecosystem. Now in an ecosystem you see that there are different level, producer, then consumer, then decomposer. But if you see that in any type of, it may be forest ecosystem, it may be, you may see there in a grassland, paddy field, and you may see the pond, water environment, different environment. There one point you see that the energy, main energy is the what? Sunlight. Sunlight, those energy, solar energy, that energy can never created nor destroyed. It can be transported to one from another, we know it. So you may mind it that sunlight, solar energy is only they can trap by the plants, green plants, which are producers. That means by utilizing the sunlight, it forms the food particles, carbohydrate as a chemical energy or static energy. It convert and stay into the plant leaves. So energy from sunlight to goes to the plant's producers. After producer, they are consumed by producers or eaten by consumers. We know different level of consumers. If you consider in a forest, then their consumer different. If in the aquatic system, then also watery consumer will be different even, but they are consumer. Primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer. Okay. So when they will eat it, in that form, if you see that in an ecosystem, one is eaten by other. One becomes the food for other. That means energy goes to the next level. Producer produces, prepare the food, then plants producers. They are eaten by the consumers. If the primary consumers, then energy goes to the primary consumers. Then to the secondary consumers, then to the tertiary consumers. Gradually the energy, that is called as the energy flow in an ecosystem. And finally in their death, that energy is released by the decomposer microorganism and it mixes with the soil. So there is a food relation in an ecosystem. According to the food, adapted animals can survive in an environment, in an ecosystem. For example, if we consider a suppose forest ecosystem, there are different type of plants having, starting from grass to up to a higher level grass. So depending on that, animals also different. Okay, suppose plants producers, they can produce the food. It is suppose eaten by the deer. So energy goes to the deer. Deer is the consumer, primary consumer, who directly consume the plants as a food. These are the herbivores also. Then herbivores, the energy goes to the herbivores and to the digestion, absorption, it gets energy, food. So food is the main biofuel, which the energy is received. Solar energy converted to different form. Okay? So herbivores animals, that means deer. After deer is again eaten by whom? Tigers. That is the carnivores. Okay? Secondary consumer. When then energy goes to the tigers. Okay? Then after that, tiger, when suppose tiger dead, it is again decomposed by the microorganism, mixes with the soil. Okay, and energy those having there by their metabolic different level decomposition, energy also released as per. So the energy actually gradually decreases. Producers, then consumers, different level, it gradually actually decreases. So you see like that. If you see then a pond ecosystem, there are what level green plants or the algae. These are eaten by the crabs or small fish or such like. They will eaten by them. Energy, okay. Producer, then consumer, define a primary consumer. Then it is consumer, larger field, secondary consumer. then again tertiary maybe. So energy goes to this. One is dependent for other as a food. Okay, the same system. Like that, suppose in a grassland paddy field, what you will see? The paddy plants, they prepare the food by the process of photosynthesis with the help of sunlight, solar energy as a food. Plants leaves. Okay, carbohydrates. So it is eaten by the grasshopper, suppose. So grasshopper, what happened? Grasshopper primary consumer. Grasshopper is eaten by the whom? Frog secondary consumer. Frog is again eaten by whom? Snake tertiary consumer. Snake is again eaten by the eagle. Okay, so last that like that, what will happen? Is the same system food. One is dependent for other as a food. Okay, for food. That means transfer of energy from one level to another level. Okay, so what will happen? That is after death of the eagle, again it mixes with the formed by the decomposer. So such type of chain, which is formed starting from producer to up to last consumer's level. This chain system is called as a food chain. That means one becomes the food for the other level. Okay, this is called as the food chain. Different type of food chains are going on. Several type of food chain maybe, because in a suppose forest you see there are different level of plants having. So depending on there are different animals also present. So several food chains simultaneously going on. One independent on others. So this food, that is in a food chain, what will happen? First point is what? The energy flow. Energy flow. And each level, suppose producer level those energy having, they decreases into the next consumer level, next secondary consumer, tertiary consumer. Each level those energy stored in each level. Suppose producers, those amount of green plants are present, that level, producer level is called the what? Trophic level. These are called the first trophic level. Then consumer, second trophic level. Consumer also different type. Primary consumer, trophic level. Secondary consumer, next trophic level. Tertiary consumer, next trophic level. The 1, 2, 3, 4. These are these energy dose present in that level. Each level of the food chain is called as the trophic level. Each level of the food chain is called as the what? Trophic level. Okay? So food chain and trophic level. Energy dose level. So now we see that is food chain K. One is eaten by the another. That means for the transfer of energy or as a fuel energy, it goes from one level to another and transmits like, and at a time it will decline energy. Okay, such type of chains are called as the food chains. Several examples I have given. We also see more. So what is food web? In a forest you see able to different type of grass, herbs, different plants depending on that. They are eaten by another food species also different. So different food chains. But in that food chain, sometimes consumer may be interlinked to another food chain also it eats. So there is an interconnection between the different type of food chains. It will form a web like the spider net. It will form a web. That means one consumer may consume the foods of the another food chain also. Sometimes. So there is a link, consumer level link. So it is linked. So those there are different type of food chain present in an ecosystem. Suppose forest ecosystem, another ecosystem, they have a connecting link. That connecting link forms a web, which is called a food web. What is that? Food web. So food chain, food web. Okay, connecting link between the consumer of different level of food chain. Of different food chain, they may be consumed to another also. So there is a link it will form. That is called the food web. Okay, food chain, okay, you see here, and food web, and there what is going on? Energy flow is going. Another is that means food web is an interconnection between the different various food chains. Interconnection is called as the food web. Now last you see what is ecological pyramid. Ecological pyramid. Pyramid means what? You see there is a pyramid shape it will form. That means what? Suppose if in a ecosystem, suppose forest ecosystem those having, there those amount of, how much amount of plants present? Always remind you, plants amount always large amount, huge amount. Plants should be plants amount, plants ratio always high compared to the another. That's why it is always said at the base of the pyramid level. Base, that means each level always high. And it is the first trophic level also, because it will in that plants level more energy is from the solar energy, more level food is prepared, but more energy is present in that producer level. first topic level, it is already in the base level. Then energy goes to the what? Primary consumer. That means herbivores, who takes directly on the producers as a food. Herbivores direct depend on the plants. So that energy goes to the that level. There is a minute, their amount, their number generally comparatively lesser than producers. So size relative energy also less, because due to the digestion, absorption, excretion, their energy also released. So energy level gradually decreases. So primary consumer level energy decreases, so size also decreases in such a way. Next, in the secondary level, that means what? That means suppose it is eaten by those tiger or another way. Their size may be larger, tiger size may be larger, no doubt, but amount lesser than the deer. Then it will be able to take the all deers. So that is the next level. Okay? If you see the another, suppose in a grassland ecosystem, that means these are the paddy plant producers. Suppose these are the paddy plant producers. Primary consumer what? Grasshoppers. Grasshopper amount lesser than the, and energy also lesser than the producer level. Yeah, many paddy plants level. Then again it is eaten by whom? Frog. Frog amount definitely lesser than the grasshopper level. Lesser than the grasshopper size also decreases. By energy level also less. That's why their number also less actually. So then again frog is again snake. Eaten by the snake. Suppose snake, their also number reducing, their number lesser than the frogs. Then again snake is eaten by the eagle. Eagle number or less. But size may be now larger, no doubt, but number may be less. Energy also consumed by them is less, because maximum are lost by them. So if such a consider, it will at a peak it will join. So it will form a pyramid like. Okay? Then energy level gradually decreases, it will tap, it will join, which is from a pyramid. And that pyramid is called as the ecological pyramid. That is called as the ecological pyramid. Okay? So that's all about the what is food chain, food web and ecological pyramid. Or you may see in a book, any left, any ask what's me, and also any problem you may ask in the Google Meet. When time given, just see. You see, I think very easy. No any problem. You read this one and another in a reference book also. Okay, that's all today.